What is up, people? Half Slab Bacon back with another episode on the Pork Rind server. So, guys, in a few weeks since the last episode, there's been more work done on the iron farm. Lots of just technical stuff to get it running 24/7. Learned a few things about chunk loading and learned something about 1.13 too. So, yeah, let's have a little look. It's after Christmas now. As you can see, we got this over here. There's been some more progress on the server. We were getting a little redstone lag spike due to all the stuff and things with all the daylight sensors up here, so we chose to actually use a head since we have heads on the servers anyways. And yeah, Clayton's been going around changing those up so we still get the look of the redstone lamp without the performance impact. This looks a little different to me too, for some strange reason. Yeah, I'm not sure everything that's been worked on. Not quite sure at all. I think, did he work on I think that the pig got carpeted. And kind of feeling like that got worked on a little bit too. Yeah, and I know there's been some more progress back here. So let's go check that out before we check the iron farm out. This bridge has now been added, which looks pretty stellar. If I do say so myself. Oh, we even got like all details all the way down, which is awesome. And I know Clayton's been working on this pretty hard. Does this like wrap around all the way around? I haven't even come over here and taken this close. This is an insane build, man. Like, wow, hats off to Johnny Fun and Clayton for cranking away at this. This is awesome looking. Absolutely awesome looking. Just freaking amazing. Yeah. So let's go check. I know they've been working in here on the decoration in here. So this is like our spawn storage area now, apparently. This is a map that I believe mostly Clayton and Engineer have been working on, trying to map out like the spawn area of the server. These just, okay. Random door goes to nowhere. I don't think there's much going on up top here yet. No, pretty much just a decorative balcony. Oh, wait. What's going on? This is a nice viewing area. What's going on over here? Okay, so this like a little potion brewing area. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I like it. I like it. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So I'm not sure if we're going about labeling any of these yet or what, but you know, it definitely looks good for blocks for spawn area and that kind of thing. Definitely looks good. So I know Clayton, who isn't much of a redstone guy, has been trying to work on the sorting system over here. And it looks like he's got a functional sorting system. But we're going to show him how to like compact this a little bit, I think, and simplify things. Because I don't know how he ever plans to get a roof on this with how big it is. Also, we can probably cut the redstone down by at least half, I think. Like, at least half. So we'll probably do that in another episode. Today, we really want to get over here. And let's focus on this. So, a couple things I learned. Forced chunk loading behaves very, very weird if you're using it in the spawn chunks. So I was using it because I knew like the corner edge chunks weren't entity processing chunks. So I tried to force that and it didn't work. So there's no forced chunk going on over here. It's actually, what I did was I removed it and I had to put it like over there on the outside chunks just to force these to be entity processing chunks. So they behave like back, there's a strip back here along this river too that's force loaded now. And that's just to make all these entity processing chunks. So they do behave a little weird when you're playing with spawn chunks. I used them in the nether, which I'll show you in a sec. Had no problems there. But there were some changes I had to make to this. So, first off, I totally goofed. Let's just go in here so I can show you guys real quick, and then we'll move on to other things. I totally goofed when I decorated up top. Big time goof. We'll go this way because it's easier than going the other way. When I was doing up here, I put doors here, right? Just to kind of seal this off. Well, the problem with that is that guy could see this door, which made it a valid door. And I did that on both sides. So I had to change that because it was throwing off how our farms were building. The rest of the carpet's in. Yeah, just to minimize, get rid of the torches, right? And narrow us down to glowstone up here so it looks better from the outside. And that's pretty much the only functional change there. I think I left the timing on this bad boy at 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 stacks plus 43. Works out to roughly 2 minutes. And then once the force loading was done, we had to work on doing something to force it to continue to process entities while no one was offline, right? So this is where we did a bit off camera, and I mostly did this off camera because, oh yeah, it was a lot of just trying stuff, it not working, but you can see, like, I think we're in this chest now. Yeah. So there's quite a bit of iron that's built up over the Christmas break since I got this done. So what I did is down here, we're going to go down here, is we got a portal here. And it's got an auto on off. You can see there's actually glass on the other side, barring this off. And there is a flint and steel and a water dispenser here. I'm putting those in where, let's just... I think... Oh, I can't take that one because you'll see. You can see a block here, so there's actually just... on this side, to get the 2 pulse with that, there's an observer behind this obsidian. I don't want to accidentally, like, do anything to my endermite, so I'm not going to break that open and show you. But there's just redstone dust behind this, observer detecting that, redstone dust, and a repeater into that dispenser, and then flint and steel over here is just straight redstone dust behind this. Then we got 2 snowmen up here, and an endermite in there. So let's go through here and show you the nether and why this thing. So now that we're in the nether, I'm not sure which portal it is, but one of these. I think it's going to be this side. Ah, no, I think we came out on the right side. It should be, there it is, yeah. You can see the snowballs coming through. And you can also hear a little clock action going on, right? So I had to move this. Part of the painstaking work with the portals was to move this in a function that it's still connected to our central portal in the pond at spawn, which was not easy. Yet, still get this linked up with the portal for the farm, but I don't want people going to the farm when they go back in through this, right? So it took a lot of moving portals around. You can see down here, I had tried building a portal here to match, and then this was all dug out basically from moving portals to get that to link up properly. Just move, break, right? Until I got them linked up. And then this little clock here, the reason it's going so fast is if you look at the chunk borders, you can see it's inside that chunk border, right? So it's basically just forcing entity processing at this chunk. It's not inside a chunk border, it's dead inside the chunk because they're already force loaded, so I don't need it on a chunk border. And the reason that is done, you can see how it lines up better up here, right? So the reason that is done is for no other reason. Dang it, Bobby. There we go. Then, so that when somebody comes through this portal, it doesn't have to process all the snowballs going through. So there's obviously a 5x5 area around this that is chunk loaded to make that happen. And there was... Where is it? Aha. The way I did that is we do have a hole going up here, so I just took the coordinates and came up here to where we're working on our flying section, so I could see the 5x5 area and gather the coordinates for force loading. So that's done, and you actually will note, if we go through this, we should, bam, in the lake. So it's not actually negatively impacting our portals over here at all, which is great. That was the trick, man. Now, there was one other complication I had to work on, and that was these doors. Turned out updating to 1.13 changed all their orientations, so they were mostly in the right spots, but like... These ones back here, for example, on both sides were not lined up properly. And some of these, if you actually like look at a door, since 1.13, it'll say hinge left, hinge right. Those weren't oriented properly there either. So we had to replace all those doors. Once we got all that done, finally, we're in a state where this thing's just pumping these bad boys out non-stop, 24/7. And the nice thing about the portal down there is when we get a good surplus going, and I don't want that running 24/7, I can just go down there and break the portal, right? That's why the water and the flint and steel is there. And then this will slow down to the point where it only processes iron when someone's online. So instead of strict 24/7, we'll have that dead time. Which is great, right? Because eventually we're going to get to the point where we're just going to have so much iron, there's going to be no need for it to run 24/7. So we still, however, have a massive area to work on here. Oh, there's Clayton. So what I was hoping I can get done today is we got to get the elevator and the item filter and everything over here done over here. So I'm going to pull the specs up for that, and I'm thinking I'm going to clear some of this area out and probably chat with Clayton for a couple, see what he's up to, and I'll be back. Alright, so I had a little chat with Clayton. He's actually gone to have lunch, so we made like tentative plans to work on some other stuff at a later date. And you can actually see my inventory is in fact full of the stuff and things. Oh, maybe I didn't need to move that, did I? So, what we gotta do here is we gotta get the filter system in. Now, over here, I'm actually gonna use 3 filters. Just because of how fast everything's gonna come in. Due to the fact that this is gonna be for our iron block stuff and things. So, I always hate doing this, because you have to tear these out, but yeah, it's still a necessary evil. So we're gonna go like that, and can I get... There we go. Okay, so that will be for our stuff and things, and then we're gonna have this guy over here. Let's go ahead and break that off. Let's just set a torch down here for now. We got poppies going all over the place. So we can come down here like that. And let's go ahead. I forgot torches. And let's go ahead and get that in. So that's going to be our item sorter. So yeah, due to the fact that when the iron starts flowing, baby, she's going to be super fast. We're going to want this to be super fast. So we're going with a full 3 here. And of course, overflow protection. Whenever you're doing good volumes, it's always a good idea to have overflow protection. So let's go ahead, if we can, and just place our temp blocks here. Let's go ahead and get these routed in like that. And we're going to add extra hoppers here because I kind of want a bit of a buffer in this area. So we can put our comparators down here. And I totally forgot I'm going to need filters, of course. And just break this out. Get our repeaters in. You guys, oh, well, I got poppies for filters. I actually named a bunch of seeds already. So we're good on that fact. And then we're going to need iron blocks in each one of these. I think I'm not going to connect that right now, though. There. We'll just go like that so the poppies keep shooting out until I'm done hooking up the rest. But this should be good to go just like that. Oh, look, apparently some iron made it through the elevator. So, yeah, I mean, you guys have pretty much seen an item filter before. That's all this is. I'm going to get this finished off and get us ready for the machine. The trick with this one, unlike our other one, is with the other one we pretty much came down off this and went right in here, right? But with this bad boy, we get so much volume when we choose to use this that we actually want to take these down. So we've got like a 2-hopper buffer on either side. This one I went too far. Yes? No? Yeah, 2-hopper gap. And that's enough to kind of handle the speed at which the iron's going to go through here. And the dispenser's going to go right there. And then we're going to put the same shulker sorting system feeding into that as we would, or as we did on the other side. So I mean, really simple for the most part, right? If I remember correctly, yeah, we're going to want to go up this way. And this guy's basically just going to run like that. That's going to go down in there. This is going to bud power to break the chain, same as we did last time. And then we're going to have, you know, the sticky piston that goes up. We need to get these out of our thing. We need those. Because we're going to want that like so. We'll just go like this for now. Yeah, we're just going to go like that for now. This guy's going to get broke. This one's going to go down. So I wanted to show this because I screwed this up last time. So we actually want this pushing into a half block down here. So it breaks when it pushes down, but not the rest of the time. That's going to go into our item elevator. And then from there we want... pop. Nope. Shift click. And our comparator right here. If we can get it to detect it. And then we need our sticky piston. Like so. And grab another observer. And the observer is going to go there. Bang. There's our sorter. So that when this bad boy detects that this is full, it's going to fire off and do that. And we do that by taking this out with a cake from here. So I think I still got the cakes over on the other end. We can go ahead and grab this right now. And then, of course, I still have yet to wire in, obviously, this is going to go, we'll go ahead and put that there. So we can grab that and wire that in like that. So this goes right in there. All right, so the reason I cut here is because a lot of this is starting to get very, very complicated. And I have to go like absolute block for block. Like you can see over here, this is where our rail station's going to connect to and unload. So because of that, I have to do like one of these things, and we have to stagger it over there. And then we need one of these bad boys over here so that we can go with our cutoff, which is going to go bam, 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 all the way around this way. And then we need that bad boy there. And we're going to put a block there. I can't remember if I just have a part slab here or not. So for now, I'm going to leave a part slab just so that's a non-spawnable block. And yeah, you can see how that's cutting off that now, locking it in place so this can't dispense because there is no shulker boxes for it to dispense into. I also had to make the bottom half of the filter a slab to fit that in there because all this wiring has to, like you can see, it has to be very, very tight, especially considering our wall's gonna be like right here. There's like no margin for error on this. So now that that's wired in, what we need actually here is we need a shulker going in, or shulker, a hopper going into there, a hopper going into there. And then we're going to have another hopper come up here, which will lock from this from time to time, but it's not going to be any big deal because the way we're building this out. And then what I actually need from there is glass. So we're going to put a glass here just so that's a visible area. But then our lava is actually going to go right here. So I'm going to go ahead like that for now. And I forget, I think I have the dispenser here. No, I have the dispenser above, which is even better because that means I gotta... Let's go ahead like that, and the dispenser's going to be above. We actually want it there. Let's go ahead. Oh, and it's going to be a dropper, not a dispenser. We want a dropper. I always make that mistake, and then if an arrow or something goes through, I regret it. So, dropper, dropper. Hopper, hopper, dropper, dropper. Hopper, hopper, dropper, dropper. Go ahead and grab a dropper. There. So now we got that wired in, then we can go here. Of course, this is always the tricky part, isn't it? Getting the lava in after you do that is always the tricky part. We should be able to bam, bam. Ah! Suck it, game. So that part's done. Now all I need is a no stack item filter, which isn't that hard to do. Yeah, very, very simple. Very, very, very simple. So let's go ahead. We're going to go up top here. So we're going to have the water stream that comes out here come down in this direction. So we're going to have it go in up top. like so, instead of having a stacked item, like you normally would, what we're actually going to have is this bad boy run right off that. Oh, look at that. We're coming right to this wall. And you know what? Just for height reasons, I think we're actually going to use the half slabs here as well. There. I should be able to just get up. I won't show these too often, so I figured I probably should. We can go ahead, put our thing down here. Let's go ahead and put that there. And then we're going to need our comparator. 8. And our redstone. And all we have to do for this is just have this bad boy go straight down, because it's only going to get a signal strength of 3 if an unstackable item goes through, like a sword or an empty shulker box. So that's going to be the mechanism that actually picks that up and keeps it from going into our poopy box. And then from there, we can route another hopper that goes in that way. Take our final torch. Bam. And now we can feed that water stream into there, and it's only going to pick an item up when it actually has a shulker. The rest of the time, everything else, the poppies, etc., are going to go into our overflow for our shulker box there. So now all I have to do is finish wiring in the piston stuff for this. So I got to grab more items for that. I'll be RBs. All right, so not a crazy brutal big deal, but a big deal nonetheless, in the fact that I kind of realized I goofed up with my wiring here. So we're gonna have to rearrange. Is this... What's going to be the easiest way of doing this? Let's just go like this. And this. And then this. And then that. And then we need... Because what we need here is... Remember our cutoff switch for the lights? So that's got to go into there. Which means, functionally, I need one of these right here. And then I need something going into here. But this is where it gets super complicated, because we have to go around that block. I had it touching, which would be no good, because that would shut off our item filter, right? So... Ironically, we need these here anyways, because we still need the items for the cake. So we're going to go ahead and plot that out that way. And we're going to go ahead and plot that out that way. And then we need our cake and our comparators. So we need... that bad boy there on subtract, that bad boy there, cake there. That's the wrong chest. Oh, crap. Now I gotta go make another cake. Okay, let's see about not screwing this up this time. We want to go to this one. We want this guy here. This guy here. That guy on subtract. Cake right there. Forcing that one in. And then we're actually going to want that bad boy there. And then the only way to do this without having wiring issues is if we go here and here. And there. Because a block will not power the side of a comparator, right? So now we're good to go. Whew. Little tricky on the rewiring, but we got it in. Also, I had to rewire that side. But, you know, it is what it is. This is part of doing super compact, crazy redstone. So now I just need to figure out how I had all this wired in. We're going to put a glass bad boy there. Because I know this section, we got to get all this in so our water stream goes all the way over here, right? It's got to be a thing. So something like this. And then from that side, we're going to come down. And I believe something like so. We need that there. And I think I actually have to do like some funky tricks with the water to get it to scale down here. I can't remember quite for sure. I know for sure we need it there. That should be good, I think. If I go like that, I think that's what I had to do. So we should be able to just go like so. And drop our water and not make a major mess. Yes. Okay, so that's not good that it's getting stuck there. See, I knew there was a spot I had to be cautious about. And it looks like that's it there. So do I have... Of course I don't have... I'll be back. Alright, so I got the last of this glass in. So we can see there's a hole now. Everything's going down smoothly. All this is wired in, so nothing conflicts. No conflicting blocks, stuff and things. And I also wired in the elevator, and you guys don't need to see an item elevator. Same as the other side, but I also did the air block thing here with this, as well as this one on this side, which was not part of the original design, right? I wasn't too worried about it here because these are, you know, it sends like a shulker box up on either side at a time, but I kind of figured maybe it wouldn't hurt to be better safe than sorry. I don't know if it's going to make it better or worse. I think it should make it better. Like, we did see earlier that some comes occasionally spits out of this, right? But I don't know. It's just because it wants to go to the top of the water when it goes through an elevator now, right? That's just the nature of it. Now, back in 1.9, I think, I got around that by putting slime blocks in. So basically, all we've got left now is to tie our railway sorting system in up here, which I believe I can even fill that in with a block, and we'll be okay there. And then obviously I have to fill this chest up with empty iron chesticles before the system is ready. You can see I can't get through here, however. So what I did was I actually changed this a bit. I took that hopper, had this go straight out that way, and then this go down that way. Functionally, it doesn't change like the path, right? It just gives us a walk through here, which I believe I had to do on the other side as well. And then, you know, of course, got the wall in and got this in. So it all matches up. Nice and pretty. Yeah, guys. I think that's pretty good. Basically, now we just need the massive sorting system in the back. And I need to finish putting all these walls in, which will be amazing. That's why I've left this for help with that if I find I need it. Or I can tear it down as need be. But I'm pretty happy with it, guys. I think we're rocking here. We got all the irons potentials now. Lots of work. Crazy amount of work. But, I mean, hey, look at that, right? Yeah. So, as always, guys, smash that like if you enjoyed the episode to help others like yourself who might enjoy the content, find the channel, listen to that. And if you're new and you haven't already, hit that sub button for more videos, people. Thanks for watching. Bye.